Mtazamaji, kabla ya kutamatisha ni kukufahamisha tu ya kwamba leo hii Naibu wa Rais Daktari William Ruto ameongoza kikosi cha Kenya Kwanza akiwemo pamoja na yule kiongozi wa ANC Musalia Mudavadi katika eneo la magharibi mwa nchi, na sasa hivi wako katika eneo la Vihiga ambapo wanazungumza na wananchi na wafanyabiashara kuhusiana na masuala mbalimbali ya kiuchumi, na hivyo basi ni taarifa ambayo tutakuwa tunaifuatilia kwa karibu na tutakuwa tunapata maelezo zaidi baada ya muda usiokuwa mrefu. Mtazamaji, hizo ni picha za moja kwa moja, hivyo basi tuelekee pale tusikize.
Most of our students are not getting entry into public universities kwa sababu wanaenda private universities, and as a result most government public universities do not get adequate funding kwa sababu funding is based on the number of students. I think that is something that Kwanza government should be able to look at, because it is really affecting all universities. Secondly, I'm also a trade unionist. One of the things that we have discovered in universities is that when we make collective bargaining agreements with the government does not honor or does not adequately fund those particular CBS. And as a result, unaona ya kwamba tuko na migomo mingi in public universities. Students take long to graduate kwa sababu ya kwamba there is a lot of unrest in public universities, and that's why most people who are enrolled take their students to private universities kwa sababu in public universities students take long. I have a student in one of the public universities. He has taken 6 years for a 4-year course, and I think that is not proper. Another issue that I want to mention is that we are talking about agriculture because my foundation, I'm a crop protectionist by profession. One of the things, particularly in this particular region, and one of the speakers has mentioned, is that we have very small farms. So these small farms, if you have to do agriculture, then we have to embrace technology. We have to look at early maturing plants, those that are disease resistant. Na tusipofanya hivyo, because our farms are small, then you notice that tunatil every time, unatoa hii, unaweka hii, so the soils get exhausted. And therefore you need to replenish, you need to get particular plants that to withstand drought resistant, wakati hakuna mvua, ama those that are early maturing. So I want to request this government, the Kwanza government, they should be able to look at that so that we embrace technology. Hakuna haja ya kufuga ng'ombe ambayo inakupatia kikombe moja, imezana inakupatia kikombe moja ya maziwa, si ndio? So we should be able to get those particular animals that can give us more milk. So we need to embrace technology in agriculture. That is what will be able to help us. Secondly, wengi tunakuza mahindi. Na hii mahindi, we also lose a lot of maize during post-harvest, yeah? Kwa sababu ya viwavi, kwa sababu ya weevils. And therefore then it is important that we need to enhance our storage capacity by making sure that we have maize. We improve on post-harvest technology. So nataka ku request this Kenya Kwanza government, as they come in, they need to look at that, because without embracing technology, then we may not be able to move far in terms of our agriculture, the way we farm and the way we till. Thank you very much.
Sorry, Mr. Osogo.
Yes.
You are a professional and an expert in, as you have said, in agriculture.
Yes.
I would like just for us to find out, are we doing the right crops in this area, bearing in mind that we have small farms and we have good rain? Do you have any suggestions on what high value crops we should be doing in this area, just for us to understand?
Yeah, thank you very much. First of all, we are not growing the right crops, because when you have a very small farm, maize farming is not profitable. Even beans is not profitable. So we need to invest much more in horticultural production, kilimo cha mboga. In fact, it is very serious that this particular account, despite the good weather, tunalishwa from with the tunalishwa mboga na neighboring countries, neighboring counties. So we need to be able to grow high value crops. Horticulture we can do tomato farming. We can do so many other things apart from maize farming. Unfortunately, watu hapa wanapenda mahindi sana. Ukiwaambia tokeni kwa mahindi hawataki. But the thing is, mahindi haiwezi kupatia faida when you are on a half or on a quarter acreage of land. Let's embrace horticulture to pande mboga za kienyeji, managu. We can generate much more income from those particular crops apart from the traditional ones that we normally grow.
Asante. One more question.
Yes.
Wanasoko.
Yes.
You've had one of the participants here say that we have a challenge of animal feed.
Yes.
I'm sure you are aware that most of the crops that we use to produce animal feed is oil crops.
Yes.
Do you have any thoughts on what type of oil crops we can grow in this region that would also help us to have the raw material for animal feed?
Yes, we can do simsim. You know, simsim is an oil crop that we can still embrace and grow. We can also grow palms. There are certain palms that we can be able to harness oil from those particular crops. There are many other more that we can be able to do apart from the ones I mentioned.
Thank you very much. That is very useful. I hope Mwalimu is listening, because we said, just hold on, Soko. I want you to ask you one last question.
Yes.
We have simsim, we have oil crops.
Yes.
That actually can do very well in this area.
Yes.
It will not only give you more money.
Yes.
But it will also give us the raw material for animal feed.
Yes.
For our cows and for our cuckoos.
Yes.
And we can reduce the cost of feed. That was being said by Mama somebody here.
Yes.
Let me ask you one final question.
Yes.
You have suggested that we go to grade cows that can give us 10, 15, 20 liters, right?
Yes, yes.
But as a professional, how do you...
Mtazamaji, hizo ni picha za moja kwa moja kutoka katika kaunti ya Vihiga, ambapo naibu wa rais Daktari William Ruto ameongoza kikosi cha Kenya Kwanza katika shughuli mbalimbali. Hapo wanazungumza na wataalam wa kilimo kuhusiana na umuhimu wa kilimo na ni njia zipi ambazo Wakenya na hata wakulima humu nchini wanastahili kuzingatia, ni mimea ipi ambayo wanastahili kukumbatia ili angalau mimea ambayo inaweza kustahimili pengine kiangazi na kukua kwa haraka. Na hivyo basi ni taarifa ambayo mwanahabari wetu Wycliffe Okech anazidi kuifuatilia na atakuwa anatupa maelezo hapo baadaye kwenye taarifa zetu